we touch any upgrades, we're starting with a completely stock 2022 Toyota GR86. A lot of players think they need some crazy drift build to learn how to drift, but honestly, learning the fundamentals first will make every drift car easier to drive later on. The GR86 is lightweight, predictable, and doesn't have enough power to hide your mistakes, which makes it the perfect car to learn in. The first drill we're going to practice is donuts. Start small and focus on holding the slide consistently. Don't worry about speed, angle, or looking cool yet. Right now, we're just learning throttle control and how the car reacts. Before moving on to figure eights, it's important to get comfortable with both tight and wide donuts. Tight donuts teach you throttle control and help you understand how much input the car needs to stay sideways. Wide donuts introduce countersteering and angle control, which are both essential for linking drifts together. Once you can consistently hold both, figure eights become much easier because now you're combining everything you've already learned while adding transitions and weight transfer into the mix. Now that we've covered the fundamentals, it's time to add a few upgrades. The goal isn't to build a crazy 1,000 horsepower drift car. We're just making the GR86 a little more forgiving and easier to control. By learning the basics first, you already understand throttle control, countersteering, and transitions. These upgrades simply make it easier to practice those skills at higher speeds and with a little more angle. For this setup, I've increased the power from 228 horsepower to just over 400 horsepower while keeping the car predictable and beginner-friendly. You should notice that the car now has enough power to maintain a drift more easily, but it's still controllable. This is why I recommend gradually adding power as you improve instead of jumping straight into a high horsepower build. The better your fundamentals are, the easier it becomes to drive faster and more powerful drift cars later on. At some point, you're probably going to get bored of doing donuts in an empty parking lot, and that's completely fine. Once you've got the basics down, bring the car somewhere that forces you to think. This spiral parking garage is one of my favorite places to practice because you're constantly managing throttle control, countersteering, and angle. The tighter space leaves less room for mistakes, which means you'll improve much faster than just doing circles in an open lot. Now it's time to take everything we've learned and apply it on an actual road. Don't worry about being perfect here. The goal isn't to throw the biggest angle possible or link every corner flawlessly. Right now, we're focused on consistency, throttle control, and staying in control of the car. As long as you're able to initiate, hold, and recover your drifts consistently, you're making progress. As you practice more, you'll naturally start carrying more speed, holding more angle, and linking more corners together. Don't rush the process. Every good drifter started with the same fundamentals: donuts, figure eights, and learning how to control the car. Focus on building those habits first, and the flashy stuff will come later. Hopefully this video helps some of you get started with drifting in FH6. If you're struggling, don't get discouraged. Everyone spins out, misses transitions, and makes mistakes when they're learning. Keep practicing, stay patient, and most importantly, have fun with it. I'll see you guys in the next one.